Hello. Okay, so everyone, please sit up straight into any comfortable pose that you like, and then close your eyes. Okay, so it's Saturday, so one of you guys going to teach today's class. Okay, so who would like to start teaching some salutation? Yeah, anyone? Just raise your hand and then start. Okay, so Ray, would you like to start? Because you're standing. Okay, just follow her instructions. She's going to start. All right. Everyone, please stand up straight and follow her command. You have to speak out.
Are you gonna speak for us, right?
Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so inhale, raise your hands, lift your gaze, exhale, all the way down.
Yeah,
Inhale.
go slow way, go slow way.
Sorry, I'm going too fast. Sorry.
Yeah, everybody
Inhale.
not prepared.
Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump back or step back. All the way down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your chin in. 5 breaths here. Lift your hips. Gaze at your navel. Bend your knees, look forward, jump or walk to the front of your mat. Got a funny knee. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, back up to standing and Samasthiti. Do you want somebody else to do the next round? Keep going.
Now do some salutation.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, jump or hop back of your mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, hold it here for a few breaths. Elbows down towards the mat, shoulders rolled out. Push those heels down. Bend your knees, jump or hop forward on the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop it down. Get ready. Inhale all the way up to standing and Samasthiti. Do you want someone else to take over now?
Just one salutation. Just go for 3 or 4 rounds of sun salutation so that they get warmed up.
4 rounds. Okay, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive it down all the way to the bottom. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, take it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, hold it for a few breaths. Tuck the chin. Lift the hips.
Just keep commanding them that how are they going to breathe.
Sorry?
Just keep commanding them how are you going to breathe. Inhale, exhale, forcefully out. Just like this, your abdomen is going to pull in. The abdomen is going to pull out.
You can do ujjayi breathing here, can't you? So, and bend your knees, jump forwards. Don't make anybody wait too long. And look forwards, drop it down all the way up. So explain to pull in the abdominals in downward dog and explain.
Yeah, yes.
And ujjayi breath?
Yeah, ujjayi breath, how your arms should be rotated and how are you pushing your heels down. If they're gonna push their heels down, you can bend your knees, reach your tailbone high, something like this. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Inhale, lift your gaze, look up towards your hands. Get ready. On the exhale, swan diving it down, nice straight back, all the way to the bottom there. Inhale, lengthen, lift your gaze. Exhale, drop down and jump back and into Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm hitting a chair here. Pushing up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting your gaze towards your navel, pulling the abdominals in. You can do ujjayi breath here, pushing the heels down, shoulders rotated out. So squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back, elbows dialed down, feet about hip width apart. Bend your knees, look forward, jump or hop to the front of the mat. Lifting that gaze again and take it down. Inhale all the way up to standing Samasthiti. Get ready for the next round. Inhale and exhale. Drop it all the way down, arms out, hands down towards that. Sorry, this shouldn't by your feet there. I'm not doing it right. Inhale, halfway lengthen, looking forward. Bend your knees, jump back, and then upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the chin, push the heels down, lift the hips up, lengthen through the spine. Use the breath here. Nice deep breath. Pull the abdominals in. Bend the knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale, jump forward, lifting up. And exhale, drop it down. Get ready, inhale all the way up to standing. Has it gone again? No?
Welcome, right?
Well, it makes a change room because you keep getting made to do it all the time. So
I think we'll all probably take it in turns at some point.
yeah. I really can't get the jumping yet though. That's just not happening for me.
Second time. Okay, so now we will do Hatha Salutation A. Alright. So this was just Ashtanga Salutation A. In Hatha Salutation A, in Hatha Salutation, we are going to stretch our right side first and then left side. Alright, accordingly. So how many of you do Hatha Salutation? Do you know about the difference between Hatha Salutation and Ashtanga Salutation? Yeah. In Hatha Salutation, yeah, just take your arms up over the head. Sorry, first posture is join your hands together in front of your heart center. Yes, and then take your arms up over the head and make an arch on your back without pushing your hip forward. Keep your hips back, keep your hips back very well. And then exhale, bend forward, hands on the floor. Just go slow, synchronize your breath. If you're going for the vinyasa class, so you have to synchronize the movement with your breath. Now send your right leg back with the next inhalation. Good job. Now push your hips down and maximize the angle between your both legs. Now, yeah, when you're here, just drop it back on the floor. Very nice. And then step your left leg back into plank or mountain pose. Now drop your knees down, then chest down, chin down on the floor. Now inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose or bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the mountain or parvatasana. Now which leg are we going to bring forward? Left leg forward. Okay, just bring your left leg forward to feel that stretch on your right leg. Good job. And then step your right leg forward into forward bend. Then inhale, stretch your arms up over the head, all the way come up high, making slight arch on your back from your thoracic region. Exhale, join your hands together in front of your heart center. Now with the next inhalation, this is your half round of one sun salutation, all right? So let's complete this round from other side. Inhale, stretch your arms over the head. And then exhale, bend forward, hands on the floor. Now send your left leg back. Drop your back knee on the floor, sink your hips down. Asanas or horse riding pose. Exhale, right leg back into the mountain. Now drop your knees, chest, chin on the floor. Just go slow. And then inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose or bhujangasana. Yes, this is a cobra pose, bhujangasana. Yes, day before yesterday we talked about this. Your hips should be on the floor into this bhujangasana. Hips should be on the floor, your elbows should be bent. Very nice. And keep elevating your chest high. Now with the next exhalation, roll over your toes, move your hips back into downward facing, into mountain. Now which leg are we going to bring forward? Right leg. To sustain that extension on your left leg. Very nice. And sink your hips down. Exhale to step your left leg forward to meet your right leg into forward bend. Good job. Complete exhale there. And then inhale, stretch your arms up over the head. All the way come up high. Make an arch on your back. Just look front. Exhale, join your hands together. So this was your Hatha sun salutation. This is a traditional Hatha sun salutation. Okay. So make sure you must know which leg are you going to bring, send forward, are you going to bring forward. So in the beginning of Hatha sun salutation, we are going to send our right leg back. We are bringing a left leg forward. In the next round, we are going to send our left leg back, bringing a right leg forward. So this is very easy when you get to your mat. If you just keep on thinking, then it will be hard to understand.
Can I
Okay.
just check, do we do the horse riding bit on the way down and on the way back up again?
Yeah, we do horse riding pose without lifting our hands. Our hands should be on the floor, and then we are sinking our hips down. Our back knees should be on the floor. Okay. Was that your question? Which I answered?
I was just checking, we do it when we go down. So you go down.
We do it twice, right? We do it twice.
You do it twice. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was checking on the way back up again as well. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do it one more time. Then we'll do another thing like we will do short vinyasa flow. Okay. So again, stretch your arms over the head, make an arch on your back, and then exhale, bend forward, hands on the floor. Now send your right leg back, drop your back knee on the floor, and then push it forward. Now send your left leg back into the mountain, bring your both feet together. Now drop your knees down, chest down, chin down on the floor. And then inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the mountain. Again, get back to the previous position. Now, which leg are we going to bring forward? Yes, Saloni ji, please tell us which leg are we going to bring forward?
Left.
Left leg forward. Very nice. Just step your left leg forward. And then sink your hips down. Keep pushing your hip forward and look front. And then exhale, step your right leg forward to meet your left leg into forward bend. Now with the next inhalation, stretch your arms over the head, And then exhale, join your hands together in front of your heart center. So this is your vinyasa. So how many of you have done vinyasa class before? Just raise your hand so that I can understand. How many of you? Okay. So what do you understand by this vinyasa word?
What do you understand by the word vinyasa?
So vinyasa is basically a flow that can be anything, but it should be synchronized with your breath. Okay. So even you're walking, you're moving your hands, make sure your movement is synchronized with your breath. So as same as like a sun salutation. In sun salutation, we do have vinyasa. Like in Ashtanga, we do have Ashtanga sun salutation A. We do have 7 vinyasa in there. In sun salutation B, we do have 17 vinyasa in there. Okay. So vinyasa means you're taking your arms up, you're completing your inhalation. Until unless you complete your inhale, you cannot get down to the posture. Okay. As long as you're breathing in, you have to complete your posture to that optimum level. All right. And then after, once you complete your inhalation, then after you're going for the exhalation, you have to keep moving forward into forward bend till the time you complete your breath. Now with the next inhalation, you do halfway look up, and with the next exhalation, you do jump back. And then with the next inhalation, we swing forward into upward facing dog and then downward facing dog, just like this. Okay. So sun salutation itself is a vinyasa that we can easily understand things in there. But if you're just understanding these things into the short flow in vinyasa, then it will be very hard to understand. Okay. So we are going to perform that thing too. So again, come up on your mat, take your hands up over the head, and then exhale, bend forward, hands on the floor. Very nice. Inhale, halfway look up, spine straight. Good job. And then send your right leg up in the air. Send your right leg up in the air. Now we are doing vinyasa. Right leg up in the air. This is called standing split. Okay, drop your head down, stretch your right leg up in the air, complete your exhalation there. Inhale, halfway look up, spine straight, take a finger to support. This is called warrior C. Either you can join your hands together, otherwise keep your hands on the floor. So this is your warrior C. Just maximize the strength of your lower back. And with the next inhalation, drop your back leg on the floor and then stretch your both hands up over the head for the high lunge. Keep your hips square towards your front leg. Good job. Without making any arch on your lower back. And then exhale, place your both hands either side of your left leg. Just look front and then step back into the plank. Now drop your knees, chest in on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose or bhujangasana. Good job. Hips should be on the floor. No, just bend your elbows, roll your shoulders back. Good job. Exhale. Again, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Now take your right leg again up in the air for 3-leg downward facing dog, all the way high. And then slightly bend your right leg at the knee, right there. Good job. Just keep opening a hip out, and look at your right leg from left side. Look at your right leg from left side. Do not tuck your head in, just tuck your head out and then turn your head to the left side and then look at your left leg from outside of your arm. 1, 2, and 3. Now release your leg down and then look at me here. So how are we going to perform this posture? So as you are here into 3-leg downward facing dog, so do not tuck your head in, tuck your head out and take your right leg to the left side and turn your head to the left side and then look at your right foot from outside of your palms. Okay, so do not look at from inside of your palm or inside of your hands. Just look at from the outside of your hands, your back leg. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Come up into the downward facing dog, and then take your right leg up in the air. Very nice. And then look at your right foot from outside of your hand. Very nice. Ro, just look at your right foot from outside of your hands. So just looking at from inside, just turn your head out and then look at you. Yeah, good job. You can raise your left heel off the floor. You can raise your left heel off the floor so that your hips gets even more higher than before. Keep resting your hands and then exhale, bring your knee forward towards your head into plank. Yes, bring your right knee forward. Yes, one leg plank, very nice. Squeeze here. Just keep squeezing and then shift your body weight on your right hand. Just shift your body weight on your right hand and then lift your left palm off the floor. And then stretch your left hand up over the head and keep bending your right leg towards your head and then hold for 3. Row towards your right hand. Find the balance on your right hand. 2. Row, your right hand should be on the floor. Yeah, right hand should be on the floor. Left hand going to raise up. Okay, so let me make you understand one more time. So as you are here into this position, so just bring your right knee forward and then shift your body weight on your on your right arm. Okay, so your left hand is going to get over, and then stretch your right leg forward if it's possible. Otherwise, keep that leg on the floor. Okay.
I see.
So once you have good strength, then you will love vinyasa you will love making transition in between the postures in vinyasa. Yes. Shift and then hold, find the balance. 1. If it's getting hard, you can drop your right leg on the floor. 2. 3. Exhale, place your left hand on the floor and then stretch your right leg again back for 3 leg downward facing dog. Very nice. Keep stretching. Now press your hands on the floor and again jump forward with your left leg into warrior C. Jump forward into warrior C on your left leg. Keep your back leg straight, parallel to the floor. Stretch. Find the balance. Breathe in and out. Now inhale all the way, come up high without dropping your right leg on the floor. Just all the way come up high. Just come up high, bring your right leg forward. Very nice. Now place your right foot on your left knee into the one leg chair pose. Stretch your arms over the head. Yes, Meena ji, just come up high. Right leg on your left knee. Sink your hips down. Stretch your spine and feel the texture. Saloni ji, just keep your right, yes, like this. Good job. And then hold for 3 and feel the stretch on your bent leg. 2, 1. Exhale, place your both hands on the floor without extending your leg. Keep your legs bent, both legs bent. Very well. From the chair pose, we are going to drop our hands on the floor and then halfway look up. Keep your right leg here on your left leg. Keep your right leg and then bend your left leg at the knee. It's okay, Ray. Just come up again. Just find the balance and then look front. Halfway look up. Breathe in there and then lower your hips down. And then again look front. Keep your hips parallel to the floor like this. As you are here into this position, slightly lower your hips down and then look front. So that your spine, so that your shoulder and your hips gets into the same level. Look front. and then hold for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release your right leg on the floor, shake your legs, shake your thighs. Now from there, stretch your left leg back up in the air. Stretch high. So now we are going to do same thing on the other side. Okay. Now stretch, keep stretching high, lower your head down into this standing split. Exhale there, keep pushing your head down. And then drop your left leg on the floor into that high lunge. Stretch your arms over the head. Keep your front leg bent. Stretch your arms over the head. Keep your spine straight. And then exhale, place your hands on the floor. Again, step back into plank. Drop your knees down, chest down, chin down on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog or the mountain. Now again, extend your left leg high in the air for 3-leg downward facing dog. Now bring your left knee forward towards your head into the plank. Now it is going to be easy to understand my command. Just squeeze in there and then hold for 3, 2, 1. Now shift your body weight on your left hand. Shift, just stay there. Shift your body weight on your left hand and stretch your right hand up over the head. On your left hand. Kate, just left hand. Yes. Hold 3. Good job. 2, 1. Again, swing back in for 3-leg downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg high in the air. And then exhale. Lower your chest down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Keep your left leg high in the air. Now press your palms, bend your knees, jump forward with your right leg for 3-leg down for warrior C. So jump forward with your right leg into warrior C. And then keep stretching your left leg high. Keep your back leg and spine in one line. Now inhale all the way, come up high without dropping your left leg on the floor. Now place your left foot on your right top of your thigh. Then stretch your arms over your head into 1-leg chair pose. Keep stretching. And then sink your hips down, slowly, gently lower your hips down. And then hands on the floor. Good job. Keep your shoulders and hips in the same level. Yes, Dagmar, just lower your hips slightly more down. Slightly lower your hips down. Very nice. And adjust your both elbows on your left leg. Good job. For 3, keep stretching your bent leg. 2, and 1. Now from there, release your left leg on the floor. Now pedal out your legs, shake your thighs. Now press your hands on the floor. Again, jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Here in upward facing dog, our knees, thighs are off the floor. And in cobra pose, our hips are on the floor. Okay, so this is the difference in between both of them. Now roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. And pedal out your legs one by one. Bend your one leg at a time. Stretch one leg. Now jump forward for the halfway look up again. Inhale there. And then exhale, again, completely bend down. Slightly bend your knees. As we understood in that day, we are supposed to, the primary purpose is to have that stretch on our lower back, on our butts, not on our hamstring. Okay? Just feel that stretch on your butts, in your lower back, and then after in your hamstring. Keep stretching. Now inhale, again, halfway look up, spine straight. Keep stretching. Just pull your chest forward. Slightly bend your knees. Slightly bend your knees. Good job. And then rotate your legs inward. Rotate your legs inward. Yes, maintain the gap between your both legs according to the hip distance. And shift your body weight on your toes. Press your heels down together. Inhale, all the way come up high. Stretch your arms over your head into 𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐸 or tree pose. This tree pose, interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up. Yes, yes. Arrow any side. With your both leg is also fine. With the one leg is also fine. If you want to make it challenging, bend your one leg. Adjust your right foot on your left inner thigh. Yes. Now stretch your arms over your head or join your hands together as per your comfort. If you want to make it more challenging, then you can close your eyes and then hold if you can find the balance. 3, 2, and 1. From there, just stay there. Lower your right hand, right forearm on your right leg, and then stretch your left hand over the ear. Right forearm on your right leg. Yes. And then stretch your left hand over the ear. Just like this, stretch. This Dagmar like this, stretch. Look at your palm. Hold for 3. Keep your eyes open. 2, 1. Inhale again, reach back to the center. And then exhale, release your right leg on the floor. So let's do this from the other leg. Bend your left leg at the knee. Adjust your left leg on your right inner thigh. Then stretch your arms over your head or join your hands together. Find the balance. And try to push your bent leg out to the side. Just push your left leg. Yes. Good job, bro. Just keep stretching out. And then hold for 3, 2, last 1. And then lateral bend to the left side. Drop your left elbow on your left leg. And then stretch your right arm over the ear. Keep stretching. Look at your right palm. Inhale again back to the center, arms up over the head. Exhale, release your legs down. Shake your legs, shake your thighs. So in Vinyasa, basically, so do you know the difference between Hatha Yoga and Vinyasa? Just Vinyasa. I'm not talking about Ashtanga Vinyasa. In Ashtanga Vinyasa, we do have particular series. We have to do one posture, then after we can jump into another posture. Like there is a series, until and unless you finish one posture, you cannot jump into another posture. But in Vinyasa, you can add on any posture. But make sure there should be one instruction, one breath, and one movement. Okay, let's suppose in Hatha Yoga, you want to go for Cobra pose. Cobra pose from Vajrasana or Dandasana. So you will just say, get to the Cobra pose. But in Vinyasa, we cannot say like, get to the chair pose, get to the downward facing dog directly. You have to make a transition in between postures so that it gets smooth. Basically, Vinyasa means flow. So you have to make a transition in such a way so that the practitioner does not feel like we are breaking the flow. Okay. So let's suppose you are sitting here like this. So if I say, if I want you to stand up straight, how will I say? I cannot directly say like stand up straight and do your posture like downward facing dog, upward facing dog like this. So we have to make a transition in between postures. So as you are here, what I will say, just swing forward, press your hands on the floor into tabletop, right? Just let's suppose you are sitting here like this. You will swing forward into tabletop. Then what else I will say? Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high for the downward facing dog. Now bend your knees, jump forward for the halfway look up. Exhale, completely bend down. With the next inhalation, I'll be stretching my arms up. Okay? So there should be one movement, one breath, and one instruction. So you cannot say like two and three instructions together and then say getting into the posture. Understood? So this is your vinyasa. So let's suppose you want to get into camel pose. How will I make your how are you going to make your students to get into camel pose from tabletop? Any idea? Just even I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but just try to go for this. You will understand once you practice. Okay? Just come up into the tabletop, everyone.
Sorry,
Would you like to try this?
can I just ask again, what did you say hatha was? Vinyasa is the flow and hatha is?
Hatha is basically in hatha yoga. Basically, we hold the particular posture for long period of time. As same as like yin yoga. You know yin yoga?
Yes, yes.
In yin yoga, we also hold the posture. We are trying to gather our all lost energy. It's more like a restorative yoga. It's going to restore your all whole energy. Same like in hatha yoga, we are going to hold one posture for long period of time. And we do not have transition there. Even you can if you do 4 postures, you can take 1 hour there in hatha yoga. Even more than more than 1 hour if you're going for the 4 or 5 traditional hatha yoga, that will take a lot of time. But in vinyasa we do have so many postures in 1 hour class. Okay, so who would like to start this from the tabletop to the camel pose? Who would like to try?
Should I do it?
Yes, you do it. Yes, Anusa ji.
My camera's frozen.
Am I audible or?
Yeah, you audible.
Okay,
Think so.
I'm lucky today. Okay, so who else would like to try? I think her network is not stable. Okay, Rohini ji, would you like to try?
Had a network issue. I'm so sorry.
हाँ थोड़ा network issue आ रहा है. But it's fine. Now you may start.
Okay. So from tabletop position, we will come and sit in Vajrasan. From Vajrasan, we'll slowly lift our thighs up. From here, let's stretch both our hands up. Now we will make hip width distance between our knees and slightly tuck in our toes. So from here, we will keep, if you have no problem with your back, you can directly go from here, or if you're having any problems, you can keep one hand on your waist and slowly move down and keep your right hand on your right heel. Then raise your left hand and place your left hand on your left knee. Push your hips forward and release your neck at the back. Keep a 90-degree angle between your knees, thighs, and legs. So from here, slowly bend your hips inwards. Lift your left hand up, then lift your right hand up. Stretch your body up. Release your legs, release your feet, toes on the ground, and slowly come back to Vajrasana. From here, swing your body forward in the tabletop.
Good job. Very nice. So who else would like to try? So this was very nice. Thank you so much, Anusaji.
No problem.
Okay, so I'll be asking you on Monday. Okay, so just be prepared how you can get into uh, this camel pose from the tabletop. Okay, so for an instance, let me give you example so that you can make more variation or make more transition in there. So let's suppose you are in the tabletop. Everyone, please come up on the tabletop. Now, from the tabletop, without moving your feet, get to the plank. Without moving your feet, get to the plank. Lean forward. Yes, tuck your toes under. Drop your knees, chest in on the floor. Inhale, swing yourself forward for the cobra pose. Exhale, roll back on your toes for the downward facing dog. Now, from the downward facing dog, what you have to do, slightly bend your knees and then move your hips back towards your heel. Just look front between your hands. Yes, slightly move your hips back towards your heel. Drop your knees down on the floor. It's more like a child pose. Okay? And then walk your both hands to the right side. Walk your both hands to the right side. And then grab your right heel with your right hand. And then stretch your left arm up over the head. Push your hip forward and look front. While exhaling again, moving your hips down, walking your hands forward, and make a other circle from other side. Yes. Just look at Ro and how she's doing. Yeah, you guys are also doing very nice. So this is how we can also make transition into this. Okay. So no need to drop your both hands on the floor. One hand is also fine. Once your body is good warmed up, then you can go for the two hands camel pose. Okay. So just go. You have to just be creative in vinyasa, like how you can get into the posture, how you're going to get out of the posture, like in such a way. Okay. So on Monday, I'll be asking you how you can enter into any posture from anywhere. Okay, if you guys have any questions, so please let me know so that we can answer it here. So current has gone here, so that's why I'm in dark. I'm really sorry for this. Yes. Do you guys have any question?
One thing, all the Ashtanga asanas that we are learning, so we can add one by one in the vinyasa flow also.
Yes, yes. See, if you already know Ashtanga Vinyasa, you can pick up some of the postures from there. Let's suppose you have picked up 10 postures or 5 postures from standing or 5 postures from sitting. Then after you can easily make transition in between them. Okay. So let's suppose you have picked up triangle pose or warrior B, triangle pose, side angle pose. So you can combine all of them together and you can make your vinyasa flow. Okay.
But doesn't every asana, every posture has a counter posture that we have to add? Let's say if I'm doing
Yes,
cobra
yes.
pose, so with it I should do salbhasana. I don't know what do you call in English, but I think with cobra pose, I think either some pose that will lift both your legs up.
See, if you're doing cobra pose, we do have downward facing dog as a counter pose. If you have side angle pose, then you can do the side angle pose from the other side. So these are called symmetric poses in vinyasa. Okay.
No. I'm
So-
not asking about symmetric poses, but I'm asking about a counter pose. Now, let's say if I am doing this thing, bow pose, Dhanurasana, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Maybe I'm doing it in starting. So I think in the end, I should do
Mhm.
Setu Bandhu asana also, yeah, the bridge pose, because once we are bending it like this and once we'll be bending it like that. So
Mhm.
these counter poses, if we have to take a pose in a flow, so we have to take
Mhm.
both of them, right?
Yes, yes, both of them. See, in vinyasa, basically we do have counter pose after each and every posture. Like if you're doing cobra pose or dhanurasana, then after we do have downward facing dog. In that we are stretching our spine and we are extending our spine. Or what else you can do? You can jump forward into forward bend. It's not necessary to do only bridge pose.
Yeah.
Okay, if you do have paschimottanasana, so it's not necessary to go for only purvottanasana.
Hmm.
You can go for any small back bend like cobra pose, upward facing dog, or camel pose, whichever you feel like.
Yeah,
Okay,
but that
so
depends on the intensity with
yeah,
which we have done. If we have
yeah,
bent it entirely in Paschimottanasana, then we'll have to bend it entirely in Konasana. I mean, I don't know,
yeah.
Parvattanasana, right?
Purvottanasana, you can do reversible top there. You can go for the Purvottanasana. Many people they cannot perform Purvottanasana because it's very hard to push your toes down on the floor, and we do
Okay.
have strain on our neck when
Neck and
while
shoulder.
performing that posture.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
it depends. If you're already flexible, then everything is very easy for you. If you're stiff, then everything is very hard for you. Okay,
Yeah.
so on Monday I'll be asking you, and then we'll also understand how we can entrance into the posture, how we can enter into the posture, and how we can get out of the posture. Okay,
Okay.
so that you can easily make an idea how you're going to make your vinyasa class in your session. Understood? Okay,
Yeah.
so let's finish today's session. Sit up straight. Close your eyes. Now we will chant one Om followed by three Shanti. Take a deep breath in. Om. Shanti. 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 Join your hands together in front of your heart center. Bend your head forward. Honor yourself. Honor your practice. Now open your eyes while blinking. Namaste to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here. Enjoy your
Namaste.
evening,
Thank you.
morning, day. Bye bye.